shot.
Nice.
This is the 52-inch 10 draw. It's a Craftsman. I think it retails for $489. I got it for $439 at Lowe's, new. They tried to sell me one that was on the floor out of the box already, and I'm like, yeah, I hate to be a jerk, but you got to give me one that's in the box. And I can tell you right now, if they try and pull that stuff on you when you pick one of these up, don't. Because first of all, this particular one is heavy. And this thing on wheels out of the box, you'd never get this into your truck alone. If you had somebody, okay, but you know what though? You put it in your truck, you drive around for half an hour or something, you get home, there's scratches all over it. Me, by myself, I went and picked this thing up in a box. It was not easy, but I got it into the truck, and I got it home, and I got it out. But if it wasn't in a box, this thing would be a disaster right now. And it's got two swivel wheels there, and two stationary wheels on the other side. Definitely, there's two schools of thought here. You see a lot of people talk about these wheels. There's two schools of thought. This one, the way this setup is right here, this will track better. Meaning if you want to push this in a straight line somewhere, this thing is going to be way better. And I believe the idea is that they put them like this because you're using them in your garage, there's cars around, and if you want to track this thing in between some cars or the car on the wall, you're not going to crash into your car. If it's a big, huge open shop, two swivel wheels, it's going to help you out. It's a lot easier to maneuver when you have, in tight corners. You can spin it around, no problem. This, difficult to do that when you have two swivel wheels and two stationary wheels, but it tracks better. If you saw, I slid it, I rolled it right in between the Suburban and the wall, tracked right through, no problem, no issues. This method right here, safer, less convenient. 4 swivel wheels, not safe, but extremely convenient. That's the way to look at it. Now it comes with this, cheap like foam pad on the top, but it doesn't come with anything in the drawers. No drawer protection, which is a little annoying because now I have this thing and I can't set it up essentially because I have no drawer protection. I didn't realize it didn't come with drawer protection, so that's something you got to be made aware of. I saw some videos of people complaining about these drawers and how they're hard to open. Now, this is empty, this thing, and it's not locked. If you pull this, there is resistance right here. And you just got to push through that resistance and slowly, right about, let's see when it goes. Right there, and it falls out. And you got to push it. One person, I saw somebody that they do this. You don't need to do that. And it closes automatically, if you see that. You don't, and if you never use drawers like this, like I haven't, it takes some restraint not to push it closed. But that's all you got to do. You just got to get it in, and it's almost like it's falling down a hill or something. That's making it. See that? So I didn't push that. it catches and then almost just falls into place. That's pretty awesome. That's probably worth the price of these things. Organization. It's interesting. I got this. My friend John gave me this. Somebody dropped this off. They didn't need it. He didn't need it, so he gave it to me. Now I have all this stuff loose in here, but it's not really organized. So I said, oh, you know what? I'm going to buy some organizers, and I'll organize all these sockets that I got. And then, so that was like $20 to organize maybe a metric. 20 bucks to organize a standard. And I was like, okay. So, and then I looked to my right, and then there's these sets right here. This is $40. This is $50. So, and they got a tray in here that keeps it organized. It has it all labeled and everything. So this is 90, and just the trays empty are 40. And this is 122. See that? Pretty hard to pass this up. So for an extra $50, I bought 2 new sets. They didn't have the half inch. I'm gonna have to order it online. This is a 1/4, 3/8, and I bet you I think the half inch was $60. So I'm gonna order one online. They'll ship it to me, and I'll have 3 new sets, all organized. I like when this stuff comes with I haven't even opened this thing up yet. I like when this stuff comes with, a tray to organize it, because you're not trying to make something fit in something else. You're not saying, oh, I bought this organizer. It's got 15 spots, but damn, I have 16 sockets, and now what do I do, right? This thing is meant for this. It's done. It's finished. You can throw it right in a drawer. The case obviously is, not great. I mean, this is not great, and I wouldn't use this as something other than oh, does this thing come out? Oh, geez, would you look at that? How sweet is that? Put it right in there. Well, that's perfect. Let's move this one to here. Let's get this one here. And perfect, enough room for the half inch. I'm gonna order it as soon as I go back inside. And I'll save these. I'll put them in a bottom drawer or something, just in case I want to put one of these in here and bring them with me somewhere. Yeah, hard to beat this deal, especially now that I know that I thought I was going to have to keep them in these things and then take them out and open them up, but no. All right, I would say worth it. This is a great deal. If you're looking to get, and they sell the huge sets, 350 pieces. One thing I want to say about those things, you got to be careful. I'll switch around here. You got to be careful of those sets that you see that are like 350 pieces for $200. It sounds great, but if you look closely, 125 pieces of it are like bits and Allen keys. Don't get fooled by that garbage. The bits and the Allen keys are a major part of those sets, and those sets are great for someone that doesn't have any tools whatsoever. Someone who, they just bought their first car and they want to start working on it or something like that. They have no tools. They just bought a house or something. They don't have any tools. That's a good set, because it's going to get you a whole ton of stuff for very little money. If you have tools already, those things it's just going to create more. You're going to have 500 Allen keys laying around. I got a whole ton of Allen keys. I don't need 100 more Allen keys. So I didn't buy one of those sets. Well, it's also good if you're someone that has a whole bunch of tools that are kind of everywhere, and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to start from scratch. Let's buy a full set again and make sure it's nice and neat and organized. I get that. That's not a bad idea as well. But if you're like me, that kind of knows what they need and has a bunch of stuff already, and I don't want to start from scratch, this is a good move. I also bought stuff that I don't have at all. Like, for instance, I bought this. This torque set. I do not have a torque set, and I needed a torque set. I think this was This was 30 bucks, 35 bucks or something like that. So that's nice. I never had a torque set, so now I have a torque set. And I bought a couple of things here that are tools that I don't have. This is another, you know, constantly insert. Oh, these bags are, this is gold right here. This is fly tying room gold. I gotta hold on to these. I'm in constant search for the right oil filter tool, removal tool. I probably got, this is probably my 5th one. It's amazing how many. I've never seen this one before, but I'm going to give it a shot. I actually have a stuck oil filter right now. This is pretty interesting. And then this, I got to do a knock sensor on the Suburban, and it's going to require popping out that fuel. There's a fuel line right there, and this tool will pop that thing out. 5/16 to 3/8. I need 3/8, so that's perfect. So this is the stuff I bought. I think I spent $650 total. It's $440 for this, $90 for the sockets, $35. This was $15, I think. This was $8, and then tax. And that's it. I'm just going to get organized, and this will be a good addition to the shop, especially because I got this Suburban now. I'm going to be working on it a lot, sort of getting back into it. And I was leaning towards a smaller one. This is the 52 inch. They make smaller ones that are, you know, a lot lighter, but I know me. I'm going to outgrow it very quick, and then I'm not going to know what to do. And I need a tabletop version, meaning I need one that has a top to it. So what'll happen is that when I do outgrow this one, which it's going to take a while, I think. When I do outgrow this, I'll buy the thing that it goes on top of this, and then I'll buy a new cart, a small cart. And I'll put this probably in the corner over there. But that's it. That's it for right now. All right. Thanks.